K-1 ヘビー級王者京太郎赤コーナー186センチ97キログラム初代ドリームミドル級王者ゲガルムサシ
Enormously popular here in Japan, Gigan Musashi comes in at plus 182. Kyotaro minus 222. Kyotaro, one of the most evasive fighters in all of K-1. He likes to use a lot of the ring. There'll be circular footwork and motion here from Kyotaro, and look to plant that good night Irene counter right cross. We are set for 3x3. K-1 rules do apply. 3 knockdowns in 1 round, and the fight is over. Gegard Musashi, the Armenian via Holland, takes on Japan's favourite K-1 son, Kyotaro. The voice, Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg and Hans Thompson with you. Dynamite 2010. Kyotaro already on the move, circling away from the right hand and right leg of Musashi. Musashi with a front kick off the back leg. Looking for the inside thigh kick is Kyotaro.
Kyotara's got great counter-punching. Hopefully we'll get to see some of it here tonight. But I think Musashi, by the time it's all said and done, his foot speed, his foot motion is going to be too much for Kyotaro to handle.
Musashi's been working extensively with Tyrone Spong in preparation. Spong, of course, who is trained by Ernesto Hoost and Harry Hooft. We saw him in a great fight with Alistair over him a few weeks ago in the K-1 Grand Prix in the quarterfinal stage. Kyotaro again hunting for that femoral artery on the inside lead thigh.
This is Kyotaro's typical style. He moves around, circles a lot, stays out of the way, waits for you to punch at him and tries to hit you back in the middle of it. But I think Musashi's kind of wise to it now. He's seen a ton of his footage. He knows it's coming.
Kyotaro will have the weight here on Musashi, who cracks away to the lead thigh, just above the knee. Good straight right hand through the guard, but Kyotaro, as always, proving harder to catch than Osama Bin Laden. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first. Misses with the inside thigh kick. He's knocked out Melvin Manoff with that right hand. He's knocked out Peter Ertz with that right hand. And Kyotaro knocked out Gegard Musashi. Jab to Musashi. Took a round kick to the body. Musashi would be wise to tuck his chin a little here.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Michael. Also, too, the thing about Kyotaro is that he kicks a lot. He's able to kick, counter kick, but he doesn't have that much power to it because he moves so much. He's always moving out of the way, so it's not as powerful as Gegard. When Gegard kicks you and hits you, it's everyone's a power punch.
First opportunity for the counter right hand there for Kyotaro. Missed the target. Inside thigh kick was nice, high on the femoral profunda. Circles counterclockwise, steps across and kicks the back leg, then goes for the inside thigh. And Musashi tags him on the hamstring. Overhand right outside thigh kick from Kyotaro.
Now we're settling in. Now we're getting into a real kickboxing match here.
Thai style takedown there, Gegard Musashi, which is permitted but will not score for him under K-1 rules. Third man in the ring, by the way, is the head of K-1 referee, Nobuaki Kakura, who won Dancing with the Stars here in Japan, was also a former K-1 fighter himself in a Seido Keikan Karateka. Outside thigh kick from Kyotaro. Nice combination from Musashi, just leans out of the way of that counter right. Kyotaro throwing heat to the jawline.
Kyotaro has a good defense, so he starts to throw anything. Then his defense completely comes off.
Nice leg kick from Kyotaro. Overhand right. He wears a lecture to the jawline, just no talk behind it from Musashi. Kyotaro doing well to score points with the inside and outside thigh kicks in that opening round as we go to the towel.
See, a lot of people forget that Gegard Musashi was en route to be a pretty good K-1 kickboxer before he decided I'm going to put everything into MMA. He's not a slouch by any means. So you're looking at this on paper, it's K-1. Kyotaro should be able to win this relatively easy, but this is pretty evenly matched, at least in the first round.
We also must make mention again, Frank, that Kyotaro only fighting 2.5 weeks ago in a torrid battle against the 6'11", 130-kilogram Semi-Schultz. Set a front up here again 2.5 weeks after fighting Schultz at Dynamite is a huge effort. The open scoring system is in effect here tonight. It is 10 points apiece. A drawn first round on all 3 judges' scorecards. But once again, Frank, a superhuman effort 2.5 weeks after going the distance with Semi Schultz.
But this is tough. I don't care who you are. If you'd be able to fight Semi Schultz, then turn around and fight Gegard Mousasi 2.5 weeks later, I don't care what rules you're under. That's a lot of work.
How about the year of Kyotaro? Peter Ertz, Jerome Labana, Semi Schultz, 3 K-1 legends in a row, and now Gegard Mousasi to finish things off.
That's a big year. I mean, most people don't fight. Most people don't fight 3 times in a year. He's fighting 4 times in a year, and the final 2 are 2.5 weeks apart.
3-punch combination from Mousasi. Kyotaro goes to that lead vine. He tags him just above the left knee, and again from Kyotaro. Kyotaro would be wise to straighten up that right hand instead of hooking the punch. Nice combination work from Kyotaro. The exclamation mark with the outside thigh kick. And he just stumbles, loses his footing. Mousasi not as afraid to stand and trade. And this is an intense second round already. You can feel the power level has lifted here.
Now you notice too that Mousasi moved his head a lot more as he's getting punched at. He must have got caught in the middle of that first melee a little bit.
Beautiful left hook from Mousasi. Best punch of the fight so far from the Armenian.
Nice short, quick work, elbow high.
Kyotaro not circling as much here in the second round. Maybe he's had a bit of a think between rounds and feels he's unfazed by the power in Mousasi's hands.
He's got to be getting tired too. Like he just said, he's had a tough road in the last month. And he must not be able to move as much either because he's getting hit a lot more than he normally does, and he's not countering it out with trying to circle away. He's staying right in the pocket.
Mousasi missing with the left hooks. Oh, he catches it! The chicken dance, and Kyotaro goes down. Beautiful tagging shot there from Mousasi, and Kyotaro in a world of honor. He's still on rubber left.
Hands up.
Is the K-1 heavyweight champion about to take a trip down the boulevard of broken dreams? Mousasi may finish. There's plenty of time. Kyotaro's on rubber legs. It's going to be about survival now. Kyotaro's going to be getting close and tie him up.
Is Mousasi going to prove it 2 times in a row that that MMA fighters can fight just as well as K1 guys?
This is over. This is over. Mousasi just hammering him here. One more big shot and Kyotaro's going to go down for a second time. Boom with the left hand. And Kyotaro ties him up for preservation. Amazing scenes here in the Saitama Super Arena.
Kyotara's doing a great job while he's still on rubber legs, still able to fight and keep himself in the fight. Tying him up, putting himself in a position not to get hit as hard.
I've got to say though, Frank, it's a completely different Kyotaro than we saw 2.5 weeks ago, where he was tight, where he was on his game, where he trained diligently. I don't think Kyotaro's trained over the last 2.5 weeks at all.
You need the 2.5 weeks off. You need 2 weeks off from Semi Schultz. Then he's had maybe 2 or 3 days to train for this fight.
You see how wild and sloppy Kyotaro is here in center ring, but somehow he's still standing. Spins around there, eats 2 right hands, and Mousasi looking for a tie down. Into the round, it'll be a 10-8er for Gegard Mousasi.
Wow, Gegard did a good job there, hit him. But then, typical style, K1 guys do a really good job, a lot better than MMA guys do. Once they're on rubber legs, how to protect themselves, keep themselves together. And you see that punch, Gegard knew that once he hit him, once it landed, he was going down. And it's just a position now of trying to find the spot to put him out for good. He couldn't find it in the middle of that second round because Kyotaro does a good job of moving his head, tying him up, using almost a rope dope Muhammad Ali style of not being able to get hit, not getting put back down on the canvas.
Indeed, all 3 judges giving a 10-8 round to Gegard Mousasi. He leads 20-18 after 2 with 1 remaining. Sato, the former K1 Max champion, is here ringside commentating for TBS. Kyotaro has got to find something here in the final round. Can Mousasi finish? He's got 3 minutes remaining. Sellout here at Saitama Super Arena. Kyotaro, who I told you in the second round decided to stand toe-to-toe with Mousasi, was a huge mistake. He neglected his usual evasive movement on the outside of the ring, and he suffered for it.
Should be back in the fight though. That minute off definitely recovered him.
There's the counter right hand, but again sloppy from Kyotaro.
Mousasi now is ducking his head quite heavily every time he throws because he's afraid, not afraid, but cautious of the counter.
Nice weaving to the outside, getting under the left hook now from Masashi. Inside thigh kick from Kyotaro, nicely done.
That was powerful. Off from Musashi jab, hit him in the inside leg kick and almost knocked Musashi down.
Jab overhand right from Musashi, more combinations than a Sudoku puzzle here for the Armenian. Kyotaro, who is wearing the Praja, the armband around the bicep, worn by Muay Thai fighters, blessed by Buddhist monks traditionally. A lot of superstition in the world of Muay Thai. The other Praja has slipped down to his wrist, and referee should be removing that. It's a distraction for both Kyotaro and Musashi. It falls off of its own volition. Nice counter right hand there from Musashi after he went turtle shell against the ropes.
Good defense on Musashi's part. Great counter coming off of it.
That second right hand and another coat of paint on the gloves. And a nice Thai-style dump against the ropes there. Doesn't score for him, but psychologically means Kyotaro has to pick his backside up off the canvas. Overhand right from Kyotaro, going for the headache maker. Nice counter leg kick. Stiff jab. And he just leans back like Fat Joe as Kyotaro to evade the right hand. And again Kyotaro leans back. And once more, beautiful evasion, good anticipation from the K-1 heavyweight champion.
I'd like to see him lean back, throw a stiff jab out there, and throw a nice hook coming back into it again, just to kind of keep Musashi off his game.
Kyotaro really has come back into this fight after he was done for all money in the second round. You see Scott Coker in the background, Strikeforce CEO, is certainly hoping Musashi doesn't get knocked out here. Gut munching knee from Musashi. Kyotaro had another opportunity.
Musashi's punch rate's definitely slowed down.
Once again, Frank, I can't help to feel like this fight had taken place 2.5 weeks ago. Kyotaro would have been catching him with these counter rights.
Yeah, it's a whole different game. I mean, you fight a 6'11" Sammy Schultz, all of a sudden you have a really difficult problem fighting 2 weeks later. He has slowed down a lot. I watched that fight at home. I mean, I'm definitely telling you that it's a different guitar than we would have seen.
Final stages here of the final round. It could very well be Kyotaro's round, but it shouldn't be enough to tip him over and even earn a draw here. You figure Musashi will edge it out by a point. A 10-all first round, 10-8 Musashi in the second, maybe a 10-9 Kyotaro in the third, which means Musashi should take it by a point.
Excellent math work, Michael. Excellent math work. I actually had to write that down. Make sure it's correct.
Better watch yourself, Frank. You may be wearing a pink wig and some lipstick very soon, brother, because that fight's coming up.
I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just going to wonder how you're going to look with no beard.
I don't need to worry about it, my friend.
You better worry about it. It's been 12 years. I know what I look like in a pink wig and lipstick, allegedly.
Kyotaro.
You got nothing?
I'm waiting. My boy, the Nagashima.
ジャッジ友武30対28赤武蔵
Musashi will take this.
ジャッジ岡林29対28赤武蔵
Big celebrations for Musashi's corner, and Kyotaro, the signs were evident. I don't think he trained at all over the last 2.5 weeks. Took this fight on very short notice, and Musashi takes a clear-cut victory. Hats off to K-1 Musashi. If I was wearing a hat, well, very soon Frank Trick may be able to take a wig off to Musashi.
Shut it. Not going to happen. You know I'm winning. I don't know why you're bothering with this whole entourage, this whole mess. I mean, I'm walking out of here like Musashi is the champ. And you are going to be hairless on your face.
We will see in a few moments' time. Because coming up next here at Dynamite, Shinya Aoki and Yoshiro Jianotsu Nagashima.